Our fund honors LGBTQ+ business and community activist Jeff Oliverio. The South Florida LGBTQ Philanthropy Awards by Our Fund Foundation is the annual awards reception that will celebrate outstanding philanthropists who give their time, talent, and treasure to the South Florida LGBTQ+ community. Honorees and guests will enjoy a cocktail reception in the lower courtyard prior to the ceremony in the Mary Porter Riverview Ballroom. This year's awardees include Didier Moritz Erwin Mayer, who will be rewarded with the Philanthropists of the Year Award. The Commitment to a Cause Award will be given to Nik Harris, who is a queer, gender non-conforming attorney, activist, and speaker, and a co-founder of the signature open mic event, Thou Art Woman. An awardee for the next generation of Philanthropy Award will be Queer News Tonight anchor Jeff Oliverio, who serves as chair for the National LGBTQ Task Force Gala Miami and is a founding member and treasurer of the Hollywood LGBTQ Council, and the Dick Schwarz Award for Lifetime Achievement will be given to Chuck Nicholls for his contribution to the community and for serving as president for Tuesday's Angels. The 2023 South Florida LGBTQ Philanthropy Awards will be held on February 18, 2023 from 5:30 to 8 p.m. at the Broward Center for the Performing Arts. Tickets are available online at ourfund.org/awards. ourfund.org/awards. Well done, Jeff. Yeah, very, very deserving.
This is one of my favorite awards ceremonies because oftentimes the philanthropists are playing a role in the background, sort of funding our ability to have our events, funding our ability to be able to run our nonprofits. And so you sort of don't ever really see these people who are the funders. And now we're bringing them to the front to give them their moment in the spotlight.
And it is wonderful to see Jeff being recognized for his many contributions, including this coming weekend, right? The My Hollywood Pride. One of his really great fun moments.
Yeah, and on top of Jeff, and I don't mean it that way. We got to give the shout out to Nik, and wow, what an important voice in our community, and they're just an awesome human being, and we're also lucky if we get the chance to work with them, and they're just brilliant. They're brilliant. So I mean, those two powerhouses right there alone, man, they reflect what's working in our community.
Yeah. When I first heard the news, I wondered, wait, is it Jeff Oliverio getting the award or Jeff Oliverio's hair? They're both characters in our community. A couple of notes that resonate for me. First off, I love the story because it's really a good news story. We tell lots of stories at Queer News Tonight that are reality stories, that they're in the trenches of an Orlando Gonzalez story and every single day, and it can be tough in terms of how our community is dealt with and what are the next right steps. That is not this. This is a good story about what is good about our community and what's good going on in our community. Congratulations, Jeff. You're my friend, and what I think about you and your contributions to community and to Nik and others that are recognized in the program. But at the end of the day, I don't want to call out Jeff. Mm-hmm. I want to call out Truist. Because Truist Bank, which is who he works for, it's a perfect synergy of what we ask our business community to do. Support our mission, support our community. And Truist Bank makes the decision that Jeff Oliverio can be spared to some degree in coordinating the National LGBTQ Task Force dinner to raise almost $1 million. To be able to be on the Hollywood Council and move that city 40 points to an HRC perfect rating of 100. Truist Bank's giving up their Jeff Oliverio turns an entire city in terms of representation of Hollywood, and to be able to put on a pride organization, and not a pride parade where there's half-naked men dancing on floats, which we love that too, but to put on a very family-oriented pride in Hollywood to say, wait, we're more than just that. Don't stereotype us into a box. We can do this too. Those are all influenced by Jeff Oliverio, which are directly influenced by Truist Bank. So I congratulate, of course, Jeff, but really Truist, because we can hold them up to say, when you commit to good in our community, you really get paid dividends through a Jeff Oliverio. First thought. And then the other thought is our fund. I congratulate our fund. And if you're not aware of the impact that our fund is making in our community, I know Orlando is crystal clear on this fact, but our fund has had a dramatic effect, especially in the last 3 years when pandemic came. We almost lost many of our 501c3s. If our fund didn't step in emergency situations, we would have lost 501c3s. They are involved. It's the third largest, I believe, foundation for LGBT in the United States, and they are dedicating funds in all kinds of different ways to embrace our community. And how do they do that? Here's the thanks to our fund. You can make a legacy gift. Someday, you're not going to be here. And your legacy gift in terms of how you plan what would be the next in community helps fund our community forever. And that's what our fund does. If you're not familiar with it, and you are a person of any age, 30, 50, 70, start to think about how you can help arts and people of color and people that have health needs, and that's what our fund does. Political advocacy, all kinds of different ways. Make sure that you look into our fund, and when they elevate attention to the philanthropists that are helping in the community, you help do that and fund our community forever in ways of good. Which brings me right back to my first comments. This is a good story because they're doing good in our community. Look into our fund and make sure you participate in those events in February.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out television network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.